So I'm just at the border came to Steam there in Monmouth. Thought I'd come down and have a look around. Some of the Steam stuff's going in. There we go. There's some classic Lauras here, which I'll just walk around and show you, and then probably skip that and jump onto the classic car a bit. Also classic tractors. Mark II Transit's rare. I used to love to rust. Yeah, some of the classic trucks. ERF onions, fully restored. Low loader on it as well. Right, let's just take you down and have a look at some of the classic cars and retro cars that are on display here today.
And pull it to wherever it went. And that used to just work on steam.
That's a rare
with
Alfa
the flywheel. You're able to drive much useful equipment such as threshing machines and stone crushers and mill crushing with that flywheel. Now as steam became mobile, you had the agricultural steam engine. Now that is the
beautiful Triumph TR.
A flywheel on the side which is not solid. That was followed by the road locomotive, which uses a solid flywheel. You had the agricultural ploughing engine, you had the steam traction engine, and you also had the showman's engine. Now the one we haven't mentioned, of course, is the
Hillman Estates ever so rare.
go away for months on end with a lift fan on the back. The only thing they had to worry about at the time was finding water. Their coal would be carried underslung in the lift fan, and they would take their water from the drainage ditch or from the village pond. But that's just a fascinating little insight into the world of steam. Of course, you have to think back to those
Try and walk back up
days
the other lane if I can get
and
under.
imagine how they made those engines, because there were no computers, there were no CAD drawings, there was certainly very little in the way of electric. And when it comes to lifting the sheer weights of a 10 and 12 ton engine, it was very
Prefix A Range Rover.
infancy in the use of cranes. So there we are, a little sort of few thoughts for you to ponder on. How did they make those? But when we come to the miniatures you've got in the arena, they are identical to the full size. Now when we talk miniature, we talk 3-inch scale, which is quarter size, 4-inch scale, 1/3 size,
Big old Cadillac.
Half size. So it just gives you an indication.
Sunbeam Rapier Coupe, that's a rare car.
Not mention the sea lorries and having to go up and down the country at 20 mile an hour. And of course that is a different story in itself, because first of all, there's the commission of the vehicle. There's
It's a bit bumpy.
There's no day's work, and at the end of that day, then they have to decommission. That must have been long,
nice Mark.
arduous work. Anyway,
2 Escort and Mark 1 Escort next to it.
About some of the other engines that we've got in the arena.
Mark 1 XR2. XR3i. Ford Escort Mark 1 GT. Beautiful car. Fully rebuilt as well.
This weekend, and the sun's out, so that's a bonus. So I'll tell you a little bit about these engines.
205.
Coming in front of me now, this Garrett half size. It's a road locomotive, Garrett 4CD, it's a twin crank compound.
Classic
I'll
Volkswagen.
tell you a little bit about the twin crank.
There's even a few classic tractors here. It's a Massey Ferguson stand.
Believe it or not, we've actually got a full-size steamroller here. This is Jez Kerr's one with his vertical boiler, and the motion work, you can see as it's going past. Absolutely super machine. You don't see that very often. So yeah,
Just a few of the classic Land Rover to show you.
On pneumatic tyres, so that really does get a nip along on the road as well. And here's one of the great diesels. That's an old
Series.
roller, I think.
And there is some military kit
Still got his
stuff here.
plates on the back, look, and he's got his bag for his day's work. Okay, next one up, this is Morticia, this is Jeff's engine, and it's absolutely beautiful. Look at the paintwork on that. He really just takes the time to polish that up for it. They're good lady there. Is that right? Yeah. Here's the garage again. Daniel's showing us what it can do. Definitely going around there. And we've got another half line existing in the contrast.
And then there's a row of tractors which we'll take a look at. I recognise that one on the end, that 990. Yeah, I recognise that one. Ask my mate Ryan's, so he's here somewhere. There's quite a few tractors here, if that's your scene. I mean, I don't quite know how to drive one, but happy to learn. That's a rare one, that roadless. There's actually quite a few tractors here. John Deere 4, a couple of little internationals. Little miniature ones. That one's all engine. It's all motor. Very old, very slow.